What's up, everybody? This is your homeboy, C. Dale. Man, we back at you with another Cooking Chronicles. We're gonna do our thing today. I know y'all been waiting to see how we do our ribs. We getting ready to show you. So sit back, relax. I'm getting ready to show you our entire process. I got my man, Mr. Sid, the maestro of the chicken. He's doing the filming. We're gonna sit back, show you our entire process from the prep to the cook. So hopefully you can get out there and do what we do. So we'll be right back with you in a minute. So as you can see here, we have a rack of ribs. They are cut St. Louis style, basically cut the backbone off. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna prepare this rib the way that we do it at Holy Smokes. So first thing, you wanna make sure that you wash your ribs. These have been sitting in blood, people, so you want to make sure that you wash them, get these things clean. If somebody tells you not to wash your ribs, don't eat them. So let's go ahead and wash these bad boys. I'm gonna give it a nice rinse. And then the next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna remove a part of the rib in the back right here called the membrane. This is the membrane, so it's a thin piece of, I guess you would just call it, not plastic, but it's just a membrane that sits on the back of here. And if you don't remove this, it's gonna be hard for the smoke to penetrate the meat. So you definitely wanna remove this. So let's show you how we do this. Sometimes it can be kind of difficult to remove this, and sometimes it's easy. But basically what you wanna do is you just wanna get a knife up underneath that and kind of get it going. And once you get it going, then you can just grab it with a paper towel. So as you can see here, this is going to be difficult, but see, it will come right off, and it's going to actually expose that meat there. So you want to make sure you get all that off back there. This is where you can really get that smoke penetrating the meat when you have it on the smoker. Otherwise, when you bite into it, it's gonna be kind of tough as you're chewing it, and you're not gonna have real true smoke penetration into the meat. So as you can see, that came off real nicely once we were able to get it going. Also, in the back here, we have what's called a skirt. So you just want to take a knife, go ahead and trim that off. Right there. Take it all the way down. Just like that. So it makes that thing real nice and uniform. So at this point, you just want to flip it over. I like to remove this part too, right here, because a lot of times this will burn or get really tough when you're cooking it. So I like to take this part off as well. Let's pull this around here. Because a lot of that is just fat. So let's get that off of there. I know it seems like it's meat, but it's really not meat. So as you can see right there, we remove that. It's okay to leave some of that on right there. That's going to kind of help retain the moisture as the meat is slow cooking. You don't want to remove it all, but you want to get it nice and uniform. So there we go. So now what we're getting ready to do, after we've cleaned everything off, we've taken the membrane off the back, removed the skirt, got all the fat off, now we're getting ready to put some rub on it. This is the special part. This is where you really get your flavor infused into the meat. So I got a couple different rubs here. This one right here, this is a coffee infused rub. Really, really good, has a sweet flavor to it. And then right on the end, it has a nice little bite. Really, really good rub. It's called Dizzy Pig. This right here is just called Simply Marvelous Barbecue Rub. This is a cherry rub. So it has a nice sweet flavor to it with a nice little kick on the end. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna experiment today. We're gonna use one rack, and then we have 3 racks that we're doing today. We're just gonna show you basically one, and then we're gonna do the other 2 off camera. So we're gonna season our ribs up with one of the 2 of these rubs. So let's get it going. So the way that we do our thing here at Holy Smokes is we like to put a mustard base on it. You ask why mustard? Mustard is going to help this rub really stick to the meat. So, because if you put this rub on, once you flip it over, a lot of your rub is going to come off onto your pan, and it's just not going to stick to the meat. This mustard will help it stick to the meat, and it won't leave a mustard taste as it smokes on the grill. So, let's go ahead and do that. So, just some French's mustard, not too much, and we're just going to rub it in. Get it all over the top. Rub it in real good. Wash our hands, get that mustard off. So now we're gonna go ahead and put some rub on. I got my son here. Hey, young Julian.
What's up, people?
Say what's up, everybody.
What's up?
Hey, which rub should we use? Should we use the coffee rub or the cherry rub?
Coffee rub.
Let's use the coffee rub. So we're gonna go ahead and put this on. People, be generous with the rub. You don't have to worry about being too salty. Of course, you're not gonna, just dump. You're not gonna use this side right here. Use this other side that has the holes in it. But be generous with it. So let's go ahead. And we're just gonna go ahead and give it a nice coating.
Remember, don't be so hard.
Boy, don't talk during my video. See, you give him a little bit of leeway to talk, and he want to talk all day. So there it is. So we covered that entire rack. Looking real good. So then we want to flip this bad boy over. So we hardly lost any of the rub, which is a good thing. So let's flip this over. Put our mustard on the backside. You definitely want to season the backside, because with the rub and the wood flavoring, that's gonna cook this meat. Man, these ribs are gonna be absolutely fantastic. All right. Let's go ahead and do the cherry rub on the back. And again, go ahead and be generous with the rub. You don't have to be stingy. Go ahead and get it on there. You even want to make sure that you do the sides along there. You want to, when you bite into this meat, you want to taste this rub. You want to just taste the explosion in your mouth. So you want it all over the meat. So there it is. Let's go ahead and put a little bit more on the side there. Man. Ooh, I can tell these things is gonna be cracking tomorrow, y'all. I'm telling you, if somebody can create smell-o-vision, man, ooh, we're gonna be some rich people. There it is. That is a seasoned slab, rack, whatever you want to call it, of pork St. Louis style ribs with a coffee infused rub. Basically what we're going to do at this point, now that this is done, we're going to let this rest. It's going to rest overnight. We're going to put it in the refrigerator, cover it with some foil, put it in a plastic bag, whatever you want to do. But you want to get it in the refrigerator and just let it sit overnight. Let this rub really get into the meat, penetrate this meat, so when you put on the smoker, the taste is just going to go all the way to the bone. So what we're going to do at this point is we're going to go ahead and finish the last 2 off camera. and then we're gonna get ready to put these bad boys on the smoker. So we'll see you in a little bit. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. As you can see, it's morning time. So we let those ribs and everything soak overnight. We got the smokers back here going. I actually didn't show you guys this piece of meat that we seasoned up last night, but I'm gonna show it to you now. This is actually our first time cooking this particular piece of meat. So we wanted to kind of test it out, play around with it, and it's in this smoker right here. So let me let you get a little peek at it. Man, whoo-wee! That is a brisket that we are smoking. It's been on the smoker now for probably about 4.5 hours. As you can see, we get real close. Temperature internal right now is 162. We're actually getting ready to put this thing in a foil pan, wrap it up, kick that temperature up real quick, and just let it cook inside the pan so it'll be real tender. So we're probably looking at at least another 4 or 5 hours before that thing is done. But man, that is gonna be fantastic. So let me go ahead and close that. Then over here, we're just waiting for this temperature, the temperature on this grill to come up to temperature. This is where our ribs are gonna go. So this is where we're gonna be doing it. So shortly, we're gonna basically come back and show you putting the ribs on, and that's gonna be it. So we'll get right back with you guys in a little bit. All right, everybody. Grill is smoker's ready, so we can ready to put these ribs on. Man, so pretty simple. Just put them on. Right. Put them right there in the middle. Got 3 slabs going on. This middle one that I'm putting on right now is the one that has a cherry rub. That would have been bad. We're gonna put that one right there. And then the other 2 are the ones that have the coffee infused rub. Got those 3 on there like that. Go ahead and close this bad boy up. So we want to keep the temperature on these things right around 250 or so. Make sure you watch it. The problem with these type of smokers, they call these COS smokers, cheap offset smokers. A lot of times your fire tends to be hottest at this point. So that's why we want to try to keep it in the middle, so we don't actually start cooking the meat faster than we want to. So we're getting ready to close this thing up. There's an old saying in barbecue: if you're looking, you're not cooking. So we're gonna close this thing up, and we're gonna cook this thing for at least 2 hours before we open it back up. Check on them, spray them down, and just let them keep cooking. So here we go, let's close them up. It has been about 2 hours now. We're getting ready to open the smoker up, take a look at the meat, give it a little spritz down. So let's take a look. Cameraman, if you want to come on in here, I know it's a lot of smoke, but we're getting ready to just go ahead and reveal to the people what we got there. My goodness, looking really fantastic so far. So man, this right here is just like a marinade that I spray on the meat just to kind of keep it moist. So what I'm gonna do is after the 2 hour point, spray it on here, and then every 45 minutes or so, we're just gonna spritz it down, keep the meat moist. So let's go ahead and do it. There it is. So man, we're gonna let these things do their thing for about the next 45 minutes to an hour. And then after that, we're gonna cover them with some foil. So we'll see you guys in about an hour. What's going on, everybody? So we've taken the ribs off the grill. They've been on there about 3 hours. As you can see, they're looking really good. Not done yet though. So we get ready to do our next step. So I kind of stole this particular step from, I guess they call him the grandfather of ribs, Johnny Trigg. So I'm gonna do a little something here to show you guys how to really tenderize the ribs when they're on the smoker, and just really get a nice flavor with them. So come on in a little bit closer and take a look at what we're gonna do. So first thing that we got is we got the aluminum foil down, and we want to just create like a little area here with this. And then what we're gonna do with this is we're just gonna take some apple juice, Put a little apple juice right here in the bottom. You can see the importance of turning the sides and everything up so that apple juice doesn't spill out. And then we're gonna go ahead and put a slab of ribs in there. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna sprinkle some of this apple juice on top of there. Then we're gonna put some brown sugar, light brown sugar, right on top of there. Like that, a little more. And then the last step, we'll take some margarine. Do some margarine, just like that. And all we're gonna do is we're gonna wrap this bad boy up, like that. That's ready to go back on the smoker. So we're gonna do the other two here off camera, and then we're gonna put them on the smoker. So we'll see you guys. Welcome back, everybody. So the ribs have been in the aluminum foil for probably about an hour, hour and a half. So we're gonna take them out now, see what they're doing. If we need to leave them on the grill for a little bit longer, we'll do that. If not, they're done. We're gonna take them off. So let's take a look. They smell absolutely fantastic. So you want to be careful when you do this because obviously there's going to be a lot of steam coming out of here. So you just want to be careful when you're messing with this. I got these things double insulated. Take a look at that. Oh my goodness. Man, that is looking absolutely fantastic. You see that bend right there? And you see the bone starting to pull away from the meat? That's a good indication that you're pretty close to being done. So these are probably just about done. So we'll put them on the smoker for a little bit longer. And then we'll be right back with you guys in a few minutes to show you the finished product. All right? Man, I don't even know what to say. They are fantastic. Ribs are finally done. Hey, you get to see them. You know, unfortunately, you can't smell them, but it smells freaking amazing. So what we're gonna do at this point, oh, let me show you something. So basically, the way you can tell the rib is done is when you pick that thing up and that thing bends like that, it's done. You know, and of course, when you start to see the bones pull back, it's done. So what we're gonna do at this point is we're going to wrap these up in foil, let them rest for about an hour so all the juices and everything can just go right back into the meat. And then we're gonna come back, we're gonna slice these up, we're gonna show you what they look like. And that's gonna be the end of this video presentation. So we'll be right back with you guys. Man, welcome back everybody. Well, this is pretty much the end of the video montage, Cooking Chronicles with Holy Smokes. We're getting ready to carve up these ribs. So we just want to show you a little bit about what it should look like on the inside. So let's go ahead and carve these bad boys up. Man, knife just sliding through there. So let's take this piece right here. See that right there? That's perfect. That's what you want. You want that nice smoke ring all the way around. All the way around. So anyways, folks, it's been real. Had a pleasure doing this video with you guys. And hey, go ahead and do your thing. Go out and get you a couple slabs of ribs. See if you can basically do what we did. It's pretty simple. And we'll see you next time. This is Holy Smokes. It's your boy C-Dale signing off. Peace! Man, everybody, boy, this is crazy. This is our first time cooking a brisket, and man, look at that. Look at that smoke ring. Look at the juice just flying out as we cut through it. Man, that's crazy. So for all you people that don't eat the swine or eat Holy Smokes pork, we got something else for you now. We got Holy Smokes brisket. You understand me? Man, awesome.